What's up, you all? I am here again today, and I'm really excited because today I'm going to be doing a first impression / review on an eyeshadow quad or palette. So without any more bullshit, let's just go ahead and get started. Alright guys, today I'm going to be talking about two eyeshadow palettes that I got from the drugstore. Firstly, I'm really excited because if I think back, I've never tried like a colorful type of quad or palette from the drugstore, so I'm really excited just to see how they apply and if they're, you know, nice quality and if they're worth it overall. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my honest opinion on these eyeshadows. The ones that I got from the drugstore are these two colorful palettes. These are the L'Oreal Paris Color Riche Pocket Palette. They have 4 colors. That I got is in, I think it's in French. I'm not even gonna try and say it, but I'll leave the name below. But the colors, as you guys can tell, they're beautiful. Like, when I first saw them on display, I was just like, I want to get my hands on that and try and see if they're good. Personally, I don't have any colorful eyeshadows, so I was like, if they're good, like, I'm gonna be fucking happy. I also got this other one, which is 114 Violet Amour. This one I can say because it's like, come on. But you guys can see right there, it just looks like this. Beautiful shadows. Honestly guys, I was super pumped to get my hands on them. Just try them out because the colors just on the quad look beautiful. And when I got home, like, I just couldn't wait to like put them on my hand and like start swatching and just kind of getting creative, you know, getting ideas on what kind of looks I would go for. They have a ton of other colors. They have some more like neutral shades, some like more warm tones, so some more like everyday type of look. That's something you just want to like maybe throw in your purse or something and use for like an everyday type of look if you're going to work or school, whatever, you know what I'm saying. But these two, they just kind of caught my attention, and I was just like, yeah, I wanna do a video on them and see how they apply and how it goes. You know, I already have my foundation done. I put my contour, my blush, my highlight, everything except for my eyes because that is what I'm going to be doing today. I think today I'm going to go with the blue palette. I don't know, it's just been calling my name. I don't know why, but it's just been like, Nana, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be trying this one out. The packaging is pretty nice and sleek. Like I said, you can just throw it on your purse if you're on the go or whatever, if you're really busy and shit. I think it's pretty nice. And at the back, it actually gives you kind of an idea on what kind of look to go for. Personally, I don't really follow what it says on the back of the little packaging. I think I'm just gonna go with the flow and see what I can come up. Honestly, I have no idea what I want to go for. We'll just see if this turns into like a nice look or into a disaster. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna show you guys a swatch of the 4 colors. You do get 2 matte colors and 2 more like shimmery, iridescent type of finish colors. I'm just gonna show you guys on my fingers. These are the 2 matte shades right here. They are a little bit powdery. As you can see, they're really nice, pigmented. They're not too powdery where you're like, oh my god, what the fuck? But they do leave a little bit of that powdery type of finish. They're not chalky, they're pretty buttery, especially when you go in with your fingers. They feel really nice, and I mean, I'm trying to take it off with a little paper wipe, and as you can see, it's still on my fingers, so that's a pretty good sign. I'm gonna go in with the 2 other shades, which are the more iridescent type of shimmery shadow. I'm gonna show you guys this one. Like, I wasn't really impressed with one of them, which is this one right here. It has like, I don't know if you guys can see in the camera, but it has like glittery blue reflex. But I mean, it's not, it looks like it has like little fairy dust on it. Like, it didn't really impress me. The only one that kind of impressed me by like how nice it looked was this one right here. As you can see, it just looks like a mermaidy type of color. Kind of caught my attention a lot. I hope you guys can see by the swatches how nice they are. And I mean, overall, I don't think they're bad. Just by the swatches on my hand, I think they're pretty nice, pretty buttery, and just, I think they're gonna be, you know, nice. 2 matte shadows, they did kind of impress me because I was like, damn, like, they're pigmented. They're not too chalky, they're not too powdery, you know what I'm saying? This one, like I said, it was like, it's alright, you know. It just looks like it has like little like fairy dust blue glitter on it, but I mean, it's whatever. And then this one's the one that really caught my attention. It just looks like a mermaidy type of color, like, you know what I'm saying? when I look at this color, I'm like, oh, mermaid. Like, I just think of it. I don't know why. I'm gonna show you guys a swatch of the other ones, of the other quad, just so you guys can get an idea on how they look. The same idea, you have the two kind of shimmery shades right here, and then you have the two kind of like matte shades. Swatch of the matte shades. I also think it's pretty cool about this palette is that you have like dark color, matte kind of like, you know, type of transition color or whatever, and then you have your shimmery shadows, which I think is pretty cool. So like I said, you can just take this palette and take it on the go and you're good to go.
Can I say go any more times? Huh? I'm joking.
Yeah, this purple, dark purple, it seems alright. It's pigmented, but it's a little bit kind of like patchy. Now the purple on the side, it's really nice and pigmented. It doesn't seem patchy. It's pretty buttery, and it just applies as a swatch really nicely. So we'll see. And then the two shimmery shadows. Yeah, like I said, this quad, it doesn't impress as much because this like more shimmery shadow type of color, it just seems like they put like literal like fairy dust on it, and it doesn't really make a difference. It looks like a whatever. And the one on the side is not as and reflective and iridescent, the one in the blue quad. So that's the other reason why I wanted to try the blue one. It just seemed a little bit more pigmented and the colors just kind of appealed more to me to try them out. I first start off with applying a base on the eye, just so that I have something nice for the eyeshadow to go on top of. So I'm going to be using my Revlon Age Define Concealer. I talked about this in my Ride or Die tag. I've been using this for an eyeshadow base for like quite some time now. It's a super thick consistency concealer. It just doesn't work as a concealer for me. Like, it doesn't. I take about this much. Alright guys, so sorry, my camera stopped recording. But as you can tell, I have pretty much both eyes almost completed. I have to say, I'm really impressed and I am really liking the way that the shadows are applying on my eyelids so far. But I'm not done yet. No. I'm going to be taking that dark matte color right here, taking it onto my brush very lightly. I don't want a lot of product on there. And I'm going to get applying on the outer V of my eye and on the crease a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. This will help to kind of smoke out that look. To be honest guys, I'm pretty impressed on these eyeshadows just because you don't get a lot of follow from them, and just the way that they look on the eyelid, I think they look gorgeous. I really I'm digging them. Very, very lightly bringing it into the crease, into that inner part. I don't want a lot of like dark blue into my inner part of the eye, but I want a little bit also just to kind of blend all those colors together. Now taking my brush and kind of like more higher angle, I'm gonna blend very, very lightly, not putting a lot of pressure on the brush, just blending that part out. I'll be taking a little bit more of that same eyeshadow, very lightly tapping off the X's and packing it onto that outer V.
And it looks really pretty.
Even though I said those like fairy reflex didn't really I wasn't really a fan of them, I think they look really gorgeous, just like all put together into one look. I think they look gorgeous. In that same brush that I was using at the beginning, my mermaidy color, taking a little bit on that brush, and I'm gonna pack that onto that center part of the eye. Just because I really want that color to be like the most noticeable out of this whole entire look, but blending it into those other two shadows. I'm going to be taking my brush again and just blending the edges. I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. I actually really like this quad. I was a little bit afraid because I wasn't sure whether or not I would like it on my eyes, because like I said, I'm not used to wearing color eyeshadows.
So I was a little bit like kind of afraid and I wasn't sure if I would like the way that it looks, but I'm really liking it. I just think that they look gorgeous.
Alright, I'm gonna pack on that same mermaidy color again onto the center of the lid. I have to say, even applying these with brushes, they're not bad. Like, they apply really nicely, and they're not patchy or anything whatsoever. They just kind of go on really nicely. I think I'm gonna do a wing liner. I'm gonna be using my NYC liquid liner. Liquid liner, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and just wing this bitch out. I'm gonna be doing a more dramatic wing just because I have a pretty dramatic look going on, so.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch.
I'm gonna be taking my Becca highlighter in the shade Moonstone, and I'm just gonna pop a little bit of that right in the corners of the eyes, just to bring a little bit of light there, as you guys can tell. Alright, for the lower lash line, I'm gonna be using that same little brush. I'm gonna be taking the matte color in this palette, which we didn't use. Just putting that right onto that lower lash line. Alrighty guys, so my final thoughts on this quad shadow by the application on my eyes and whatever. I think it's a really good quad from the drugstore, especially with colorful shadow. If you're not the one who's gonna wear like a blue smoky eye every single day or something, I think it's good to try something out from the drugstore, just because it's not gonna be like crazy expensive, and it's something that you're not gonna reach on for every day. Like I said, definitely something that I would wear for more of a special occasion type of thing. So if I had like a party or something like that, you know, I would definitely reach out for this or the purpley one. I do want to try on the purpley one and see just what I can come up with on the eyes. Overall, they're pretty good. Like I said, the colors, I think they work really nice together. The way that they applied on the eyelid and blended, I think they're really good for the price. Overall, I like them. Now, it does feel a little bit weird just looking at myself with like a blue smoky eye, just because I'm not used to it. Personally, I'm not used to wearing a lot of color on my eyelid. I'm more of a chill girl. Like, I'll take neutral colors and whatever for over anything else. But I mean, once in a while, I think it's fun to play with color. Like I said, this one, just by the swatches, I think they're meh, whatever. This one, however, just kind of does a really nice job on the eyes and whatnot. So, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. These are my first impressions. If I use them again or something, I'll let you guys know if I have any more thoughts on it. I think they're really nice. They're good quality. Overall, I think you guys should give them a go. Like I said, there are a ton of other colors, so if you guys are not into colors like these, then, you know, go for whatever you feel intrigued to try on. I think that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, that's it for me. That's it for me. That's it for me. But yeah, I'll see you guys on my next one, alright? See you guys soon.